It's time for Vermillion Tanagers football on ESPN 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. Brought to you by our corporate sponsor, First Dakota National Bank of Vermillion, and the following Vermillion Sportscaster Club members: Murph's Appliance, Knudsen Family Dentistry, Runnings of Vermillion, Vermillion Chamber and Development Company, Vermillion Vision Care, Voyage Credit Union, Todd's Electric, Slumberland, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Masaba, Blaine's Body Shop, Clay County Abstract, The Lumberyard, Yankton Thrive, Johnson Feed, Vermillion Medical Clinic, First Dakota National Bank, Kalen's, Fuller Digital Solutions, Thermobond, Intech, Dairy Queen of Vermillion, Farmers Union Insurance, Vermillion Auto Works, Dave's Roofing, Pizza Ranch of Vermillion, and Candy's Couture. Now to the field in the Vermillion Area Chamber and Development Company pregame show with the voice of Vermillion Tanager Athletics, Michael Schumacher.
Good evening and welcome to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank from Irene Wakanda High School in Irene, South Dakota. Along with Eve Holly, I'm Michael Schumacher. Part of the Blizzard Buster Classic. We have seen some great games here already. Gayville-Vollen earlier today beat Dubrook area, a battle of two top 15 teams in Class B. We just saw Lakota Tech beat Dakota Valley. Now, Lakota Tech had a 15-point lead at one time, and Dakota Valley had gotten it down to 3, but then they tied it up. But Lakota Tech was able to kind of pull away at the end, winning by 5 or 6. So we've seen some great matchups, and this one should be a good one as well. Western Christian, a lot of size, a lot of experience versus this young Tanager team that has had its ups and downs this season. But when they're up, they're really, really up. When they're down, they're young, and you can kind of see it. So we'll see what kind of game they're able to bring tonight. They're kind of still learning to play with each other, but you see that development. You're seeing what Coach Brooks sees in this team. And so we're excited to bring that to you. For Vermillion, your usual starters, your straw that stirs the drink is, of course, Taylor Rubers, averaging about 27 points per game, the only Tanager scoring in double figures. Also, you have Shaylin Hinsett and Lexi Hansen, kind of your next two in that starting rotation, both 5'10" that can shoot from the outside, also penetrate if they need to. And then your bigs down low, Marasia Warren and Callie Schultz, they will alternate as starters. So I'm not sure which one is starting tonight. And then Izzy Richardson is another guard out there for the Tanagers on that starting lineup. She's been struggling a little bit in some elements of her game, but her defense is always top-notch. And then off the bench, you have, obviously, like I said, either Marasia or Callie. And then Tessa Nelson, who is really coming into her own as an 8th grader at about 5'8". She also can shoot from the outside, but also great ball handling skills, so dribble, drive, penetration. For Home Western, it used to be that Catholic schools would always say the city or the town and then their name. Now it's just Western Christian. It's just O'Gorman. It's just Cedar Catholic. I'm an old guy. Still getting used to that. But for Western Christian, no player averaging in double figures for them. But Addie Van Holt averaging 9.3 points per game and 11.4 rebounds. So close to a double-double. You have Maggie Van Sheppern, 6.5 points, 4.3 rebounds for Western Christian. You also have Bentley Bliek, 6.8 points per game and 6.2 rebounds. Lydia Bleeker, 4.2 points and 2.4 rebounds. Madden DeJager at 3 points and 3 rebounds per game. And Morgan Koima, 4.1 points and 6.7 rebounds per game. So a great rebounding team. They are 5-9 on the season, 4-9 on the season. So they haven't seen the success that they'd like to have on the scoreboard, but a team that can pose a lot of problems. So when we come back, we'll be getting ready for tip-off. They've already done the national anthem to begin this classic, so we'll be back for national anthem shortly after this. This is Not At the Mic. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KBTK, Vermillion and Yankton, along with Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
It's funny. how life is made up of moments, quiet ones, big ones, and ones you never forget. A wish, a milestone, a moment you didn't know would mean so much. Because life is made in the moments we share. Voyage Federal Credit Union. For every memory made, for every moment ahead.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USD.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. This is all part of the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company. Pre-game show with Eve Holly on camera. I'm Michael Schumacher, bringing you the Vermillion Tanagers and the Western Christian Wolfpack. Should I do like a, no, would that be weird? Would that, because I grew up watching wrestling, and there was the NWO Wolfpack, and that they came into a rap. And there's going to be somebody out there that's listening going, oh, yeah, I remember that. But it was Wolfpack, WOLFPAC. And it was like Nash and Razor Ramon. And, no. It was a thing. You look up NWO Wolfpack. They were the red. And you'll be fascinated. The 1, 2, 3 Kid or Kid 6 Pac, the whole thing. All right. With Joe Van Gore on the PA, we are getting ready for starting lineups. Vermillion will be in their white uniforms with red numbers and black trim, and red letters with black trim. Western Christian in their maroon uniforms with white numbers and letters and black trim. So Western Christian is going to be the visitor on the scoreboard. So starting for them, a 5'9" senior, number 2, Maggie Van Scheppen. Then a 6-foot senior, number 10, Addie Van Hol. Then at forward, a 6-foot senior, number 12, Bentley Bliek. Then number 21, 5'8" junior at guard, Lydia Bleeker. And then finally a 5'10" sophomore at guard, number 22, Madden DeJager. So again, Maggie Van Scheppen, Addie Van Holt, Bentley Bliek, Lydia Bleeker, and Madden DeJager. So starting for these Vermillion Tanagers, brought to you by Central Farmers Cooperative, aiding in ag for decades. Central Farmers Cooperative, our starting lineup sponsor. It is Izzy Richardson, number 2. You have number 10, 5'10" sophomore Lexi Hansen. 5'5" sophomore, number 11, Taylor Ruvers. 5'10" sophomore, number 22, Shaylin Hidseth. And then at center, 6'1" junior, number 44, Callie Schultz. Callie Schultz really coming into her own over these last few weeks. And Marasia Warren is a great supplement. So Marasia, congratulations to her, by the way. Just signed her letter to play at Minnesota Crookston, Division II soccer. So when I say she's an athlete, she's an athlete. Soccer is quite the sport. I never had the coordination for that. So, Eve, were you a soccer player? No, Eve's shaking her head no. She said that was too easy for her. She just needed, that's why she did parkour. She has no idea what I'm saying. All right, so jumping for Vermillion is Shaylin Hinseth. Jumping for Western Christian is number 10, Addie Van Holt. So we're in a corner here, so Vermillion will be moving away. And at the far basket, Western Christian moving towards at the near basket in their black uniform, with the maroon trim and numbers and the white trim around that. And Van Holt gets it started with a three-pointer. So with 7:42 to go, Vermillion trails by 3. Here's Lexi Hansen down low on the block, and she is going to be fouled. Fouled down there by Maggie Van Skeppen. That'll be her first personal, first team.
Western Christian foul on number 2, Maggie Van Skeppen, her first of the quarter.
So Lexi was fouled in the act of shooting, so Lexi goes to the line to shoot 2. First one is no good, and boy, poor Lexi, it's been an adventure this season. She was down to 18% shooting from the free throw line. She got it over 50. I think she's still around the 50% mark, so she should make this one, and she does. So 3-1, Western Christian with the lead over the Tanagers. So Shaylin Hinseth with the rebound. And Callie Schultz under the block, but too far under the block, under the basket. Hinseth a little long with the 3. Rebound there to Bentley Bliek. So they kick it out to Van Holt for 3. Drains it. So Van Holt with a quick 6 points here, 1 minute and 8 seconds in. Taylor Roovers with the ball, kicks it over to Lexi Hansen in the corner for 3. That's going to be long. Rebound out there to Lydia Bleeker. So they drive in, and they're going to call Callie for a foul. She brought her hands down. So Callie's first personal, first team. And that'll be a timeout taken by Vermillion. We'll take a timeout as well, brought to you by Murph's Appliance. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion trails 6-1 with 6.5 minutes to go. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion treats you like family. They believe a healthy smile starts with compassionate care. From toddlers to grandparents, their gentle team is here for your whole family. Whether it's a routine checkup or a full smile makeover, they'll keep you comfortable and confident. Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion makes your smile shine. Visit Knutson Family Dentistry online or call today, 605-624-6291.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. 6.5 minutes to go coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion trails 6-1. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Lydia Bleeker. Foul was on Callie Schultz. That was her first personal. As Coach Brooks wanted to take a timeout, not liking what he sees in the first 90 seconds of this game. Bleeker's first shot is up and bounces out. Second free throw, rims in and out. Rebound into the hands of Taylor Roovers. So Taylor brings the ball across, gets it over to Izzy Richardson. Over to Taylor. Taylor drives into the paint, and she's getting harassed, and yes, she will be fouled. I think that's going to be fouled by Bleeker. Yep. So Bleeker's first personal, second team. So Izzy Richardson thought about the 3, flirted with the idea, picked up her dribble, and that's going to be a travel on Izzy. And it just looks like Izzy just needs something to go her way. Just looks like the confidence isn't there. Because we all know the talent is. As here's Van Holt. Out to DeJager. DeJager drives in. And that is rebounded there by DeJager. It's going to be out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Richardson. Got in the way of that pass. Checking in, Taryn DeGroot, Hadley Deckers, and Morgan Koyman. So inbounding will be Madden DeJager. They get it over to Taryn DeGroot, and that again is knocked out by Izzy Richardson. That's what I said in the pregame. Offensively, I know she's been a little shaky just with a few things, but boy, her defense, her control the controllables, she is so solid in that. As Western Christian gets the ball in. DeGroot guarded by Roovers. Nice job by Taylor, but DeGroot's able to pick that up. As Van Holt thought about taking the three. Oh, boy. Did not pick up that pivot foot, apparently. As Van Holt will drive in and loses control. And that is a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Tanagers there. So now 5:17 to go here in quarter number one, and it's still 6-1 in favor of Western Christian. Taylor, she'll take that three, and she'll drain it. Taylor must be feeling it. 6-4 on the Masaba scoreboard. Vermillion trails as Taylor knocked it away from DeGroot. Taylor knocked it away from DeGroot out of bounds on the side, so Western Christian to inbound. 4:57 to go. And DeJager loses control of it, but knocked out of bounds by Hansen. Western Christian gets the ball in along the baseline, behind the basket. Koyman picks up her dribble, looking for someone to give it to. Gets it over to DeJager on the right side. Knocked away by Roovers. DeGroot up and in for Taryn DeGroot. So 8-4, Vermillion trails. Shaylin Hinseth for three. Oh, cannot get it to fall down. Rebound there by DeJager. Steal there by Taylor Roovers. I have to assume the people coming in the side door, letting in the cold air, aren't paying either. Taylor just short on the three-pointer. Rebound into the hands of Hadley Deckers. Long three-pointer for Deckers, no good. That hits the top of the backboard. That possession will go over to Vermillion. 4 minutes, 22 seconds gone. 8-4, Vermillion trails Western Christian.
2 in for the Tanagers, 3 in for Western Christian.
So now checking in for Vermillion, Tess Nelson and Marasia Warren. Checking in for Izzy Richardson and Callie Schultz. Taylor Roovers gets the ball down low to Lexi Hansen, who misfires a little bit. That'll be out of bounds, though, off of Western Christian. So out there for Vermillion, it's Roovers, Nelson, Hansen, Hinseth, and Warren. Taylor to inbound along the baseline. Try to get it down low to Marasia. That's out of bounds. So 3:23 to go. Taylor drives in, little pull-up jumper, just off. The rebound's into the hands of Bentley Bliek as they get it down low. Guarded there by Hinseth. Ball is on the ground. Western Christian gets it back out front. DeGroot for three off the back iron. No good. Rebound, Taylor Roovers. They take it the other way. Taylor pull-up jumper from the paint, and that is good. .250 to go here. 8-6 now. Long three-point attempt. Wow. For Lydia Bleeker. Bleeker with a three. Makes it 11-6 Western Christian with 2:37 to go. Tessa Nelson. She'll drive in. Pull-up jumper in the paint. That is good. Tessa Nelson. Man, she can get hot. She can be that solid second option to Taylor. As that pass is out of bounds, that turnover will give the ball back to the Tanagers with 2:23 to go here in quarter number one. You're listening to Tanager Basketball on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and on Vermillion Tanagers YouTube. As checking in is Avery Feenstra for Western Christian. Roovers at the top of the key. She'll drive in. Little pull-up floater. Can't get that to drop, but rebound to Marasia Warren. And they're calling a jump ball. That'll stay with the Tanagers. So 11-8. Vermillion has not held a lead today. So that ball is knocked out of bounds on the inbounds pass. Taylor gets the ball out to Hinseth in the corner. Oh, cannot get it to fall. Shaylin is just 6 inches one way or 6 inches the other. She'll get it, though. That goes over the backboard. Turnover to Western Christian. So 2:04 to go, 11-8. Vermillion trails. As Izzy Richardson checks in, Shaylin Hinseth checks out. Richardson pressuring. Full court press now being put on by the Tanagers. Oh, and that was a travel. Izzy Richardson caused that travel by DeJager. And that's when I emphasized her defense. That's what I meant. She's really good and can be a pest. So Richardson gets the ball into Taylor. Setting up half court because Western Christian only playing half court defense. Get it down to Marasia, down on the block. Kick it out to Roovers for three. Just short. As Nelson gets the rebound. Taylor floater in the paint. Cannot get it to fall. Richardson with the rebound. Boy, Taylor's shot just not going for her tonight. That's off the back iron. That'll be out of bounds, and that'll go to Western Christian. So, yeah, Taylor's shot just a little off, even her floater in the paint. And that's, if she starts to hit that, Western Christian's going to be in trouble because she's had a lot of opportunities. And there's a steal. Nope, that is knocked out of bounds. So that'll stay with Western Christian. It's kind of like the Night Ranger song. Everybody probably wants to say that, don't they? Remember Sister Christian? I want to say, Western Christian, don't you cry no more. Full court press on by the Tanagers. Again, there's somebody old out there thinking that's pretty cool. Western Christian taking a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion trails 11-8. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Finding Mr. Right. Eve's like, oh, you're on. I know. I'm just making everybody enjoy Sister Christian by Night Ranger. Minute 18 to go coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout. 11-8. Vermillion trails Western Christian. And they do get the ball in, but good defense, and that should have been a travel, but a steal by Taylor. And she goes up with the left hand, up and in. So the pressure by defense, by the Tanagers, creates offense, makes it 11-10. Another steal by Taylor. No, not by Taylor. Was that Tessa Nelson? But the foul is on Maggie Van Skeppen, her second, third of the quarter, and that was Taylor with the steal. Going to the line to shoot two. First free throw is up and good. She now has 8 points on the evening, and that ties it up at 11. First tie for Vermillion since 0-0. And that is the first lead of the game as Taylor hits both free throws. So 12-11, Vermillion leads with 1:04 to go. As here's Madden DeJager. Gets the ball. It's a skip pass across over to Van Skeppen. Van Skeppen gets it down to Van Holt. Oh, and she's going to be fouled by Marasia. Marasia with the foul. And that's her first personal, second team's. Van Holt hit the bucket. She'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. And, you know, people say old-fashioned three-point play, but nobody ever says new-fashioned three-point play in the three-pointer. They always just say three-pointer. I'm just saying, it's a thing for me now. 50 seconds to go. Here's the free throw from Van Holt. And rebound by Western Christian, and they will keep it as it goes out of bounds off of Izzy Richardson. So 13-12, Western Christian with the lead with 47.3 seconds to go in quarter number one. Inbounding is Lydia Bleeker for Western Christian. Gets it over to Van Holt. Down low to Bleeker. Bleeker can't get it to fall. Rebound out of bounds off of Vermillion. Okay. So 39.7 seconds remaining. As they get the ball in to DeJager. DeJager in the paint out to Van Holt. And that is off of Van Holt, out of bounds. Vermillion will take over with 30 seconds to go. So the shot clock is off, likely playing for the final shot here. As Izzy Richardson will inbound the ball to Taylor. Also out there, you have Tessa Nelson, Lexi Hansen, and Marasia Warren. So Taylor walking the ball up. Going to be picked up there by DeJager at midcourt. 16 seconds to go. Taylor drives, kicks back. 10 seconds to go. As little floater up and in for Taylor Rovers. That one was nothing but nylon. And there's pressure, and Vermillion cannot get the shot off in time, but they do finish the first quarter leading on the Mesaba scoreboard, 14-13. We'll be back with more Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank after these messages.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion now leads 14-13. They trailed most of that first quarter until the last minute and a half. Western Christian will begin with possession. Full court press still on by Vermillion, though. That press has been very effective. Starting for Vermillion, the same starting five, as DeJager takes it up and around Callie. Good defense by Callie, just a nice job by DeJager. Gives Western Christian the lead back. Izzy Richardson, too far out for the three. They get it down to Callie just off the block. Taylor over to Richardson. Richardson will take that. Oh, just short, and she cannot get the rebound. That'll be out of bounds over to Western Christian. So Taylor led the way in the first quarter for Vermillion with 11 points. Van Holt leading the way for Western Christian with 8. So here's DeJager. Gets the ball across. You've probably heard the crowd there. They thought there should have been a travel. That shot is no good by Koyman. Rebound there to Roovers. Roovers, long three off the iron, but rebound Richardson up and in for Izzy Richardson. Hopefully that gives her that confidence that she needs. Vermillion now leads 1 minute into this second quarter. Deckers over to Koyman. Out to Deckers for the three, no good, but Koyman tracks down the rebound and cannot contain it. So Vermillion looking to take their first extensive lead as Coach Biker wants to take a timeout for Western Christian. We'll take a quick timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance. Vermillion leads 16-15. Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. 6:45 to go on the Masaba scoreboard. Vermillion leads 16-15 here in the second quarter. This is Tanager basketball. That timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. So Taylor Roovers with the ball, guarded by DeJager, picked up for pretty much 3/4 of the court. That was kind of a first for them. And so out there right now for Vermillion, it's Schultz, Hansen, Hinseth, Richardson, and Roovers. For Western Christian, you have DeJager, you have Van Holt, you have you have Koyman and Deckers, as well as Maggie Van Skeppen. As Trey Hansen, not only can he score and assist and steal, he gets balls that are stuck out of the stuck between the basket and the backboard out. So Callie Schultz was fouled on her shot. No, I've never seen more arc in a shot, but she is so good on her free throws. And it looks like a diver going into the pool because it just creates that nice little bloop. First free throw up and good for Callie. Of course, that's not the way it looks if I ever try to dive. Second free throw up and good for Callie. Man, 2 points for Schultz gives Vermillion an 18-15 lead. Steal for Taylor Roovers and the putback. That's Taylor's fourth steal. It makes it 20-15. Taylor got her hands on that one, but DeGroot was able to track it down. Here's Koyman. Koyman drives the baseline. Nice job by Callie, but DeGroot gets the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Hinseth. So DeGroot with the rebound. Shaylin with her first personal, first team of the quarter.
Vermillion foul number 44, Callie Schultz, her second. First of the quarter. At the line for Western Christian, Karen DeGroot.
DeGroot's first free throw up and no good. Just off the back iron as Marasia Warren checks in. Callie Schultz checks out. DeGroot's second free throw up and good. Nothing but net there. As Hansen gets the ball into Roovers. Roovers picked up by Bleeker. Just gentle pressure there as Bleeker retreats. Hinseth gets the ball back to Roovers. Hinseth for three. Yes! Shaylin Hinseth with the three. Her first bucket of the night gives Vermillion a 7-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. Roovers with the steal. Goes in on the left side, and that is going to be blocked. That ball is on the ground. Rebound there by Van Holt, and that is a jump ball. And that will stay with Western Christian. Oh, they called a foul on Izzy. Her first personal, second team. As DeGroot brings the ball up, and that is stolen away by Roovers. Roovers up from the right side, up, and cannot get it to fall. That is an un-Roovers-like night right there. There's a steal by Hinseth up with the left hand, and she leaves it short, but she is fouled on the shot. And that's going to be a foul on Bentley Bliek. Her first, second team foul of the quarter. Hinseth at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is short for Shaylen. That one, nothing but net. So Shaylen now has 4 points on the night. Vermillion now with an 8-point lead. As that is stolen away by Richardson over to Roovers. Roovers thought about the three. She'll drive in on DeGroot. Out to Hansen. Hansen for 3. Oh, rolls in and out. As Lydia Bleeker guarded by Richardson on the baseline. Bleeker stops, takes the jump, and saved by Roovers into the hands of DeGroot. DeGroot cannot connect, and Shaylen Hinseth with the rebound. They try to get it down low to Marisha. That is stolen away by Bliek. And that'll be knocked out of bounds by Marisha. That'll stay with Western Christian. 4.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Vermillion leads 24-16. Ball comes into DeGroot. So Vermillion kind of in a box and one. A little bit of a zone here. Marisha. As DeGroot goes in, up with the right hand and cannot get it to fall. Gets her own rebound. Blocked by Izzy Richardson. Taylor with the ball. We are halfway through this second quarter. Taylor takes the 3, leaves it short. So Koyman inbounds to DeGroot. Koyman with the ball, gets it over to Bleeker. Bleeker drives into the paint, up with the right hand, and that's going to be a foul. Will it be a foul on Taylor, or is it a body foul? Yep, that'll be on Taylor. Her first personal, third team foul. And so Bleeker will go to the line to shoot 2. Bleeker misses the first.
In for the Tanagers, Tessa Nelson.
Tessa Nelson comes in for Shaylen Hinseth. Bleeker Street. What is that from? I don't know. I know Beaker is a Muppet. And Bleeker misses the second. She's 0 for 4 from the line. Taylor puts a floater up off the backboard and in. 26-16. Steal there by Richardson. Taylor gets it down low to Marisha. Up and cannot connect. Rebound to Nelson, though. The reverse doesn't work, and that is out of bounds. That'll be off of Western Christian. So 3:23 to go, 26-16, 10-point lead for the Tanagers. 3-point attempt there for Richardson, no good. Rebound by Van Holt. DeGroot. It's over Van Holt. Top of the key for three. No good. Rebound, Morasia. Left side over in the corner for Tessa Nelson. Oh, that three-pointer just off. But rebound into the hands of Richardson, up with the left hand and cannot hit it. But she is fouled on the shot. So Izzy will go to the line to shoot two, looking to give Vermillion their biggest lead of the game. So that foul is on Van Holt, and that is her first. Team's third.
Third of the quarter. Izzy Richardson at the line for the Tanagers.
Izzy's first free throw is up and does not connect.
In for Western Christian, Maggie Van Steppen.
So checking in for Van Holt is Bentley Bleak. Maggie Van Skeppen also checking in for Taryn DeGroot. Richardson's second free throw just off the back iron. Van Skeppen with the ball. Picks up her dribble, looking for some help. It's up to Koyman. And that's going to be a push-off on Van Skeppen. That will be her third foul, I believe. So Van Skeppen, oh, no, I missed one. That's her fourth. And fourth team foul. I don't think we'll see her again this quarter. So Taylor Rubers brings the ball up. Izzy Richardson out there with Morasia Warren, Tessa Nelson, and Lexi Hansen. Izzy gets it back to Taylor. Izzy's pass knocked back into her. Over to Nelson. Over to Rubers. Rubers kind of resets. Nelson in the corner. That's going to be long. And that ball's on the floor. Nice job by Lexi Hansen to create a jump ball situation. And that will remain with the Tanagers. It's a nice job by Hansen. Taylor gets the ball up top to Richardson, who resets the offense. Over to the right on Nelson. Down low to Hansen. Hansen from the block has it blocked. Rebound Richardson up to the left hand and in. So Izzy now has 4 points. Vermillion with a 12-point lead. They're going to call a foul on Morasia. That'll be Morasia's second personal, fourth team foul. So inbounding will be Bentley Bleak. Does get the ball in. Oh! Morgan Koyman lost control. It bounced off of Nelson. Nelson didn't realize it, and then she saved it from going out of bounds because it touched her last. It was a whole thing, but ends up with the jump ball. Ball remains with Western Christian. So Avery Feenstra going baseline, just tight roping. She's wanting to take out the camera, I guess, but no luck. So that ball is out of bounds on that pass. That will go back to Vermillion. As Richardson inbounds it to Taylor Rubers. Here's Morasia on the right side. This ball over to Tessa Nelson. Taylor from the corner for three. Cannot get it to fall. But rebound by Morasia. And that'll be another jump ball, and that will stay with Vermillion. So Callie Schultz to check in. So Izzy Richardson checks out. Shay Hinseth checks in. Tessa Nelson over to Roovers. Roovers will drive the baseline. Kicks out to Tessa, over to Shaylin. Good ball movement by this Tanager team. Nelson leaves that one short. That'll be out of bounds, and that'll go back to Western Christian because Vermillion's trying to say it was tipped. And Western Christian saying, no, we didn't touch it, which is weird. I mean, you'd think if they touched it, you'd think they would fess up right away. No, I couldn't tell if it was tipped or not. It fell woefully short, and that's very un-Tess Nelson-like. So knowing how she is as a shooter, I would have assumed it was touched. Taylor with the steal, though. Drives in from the block, brings it back up top for the final shot. Shot clock is off. Vermillion leading 28-16 on the Masaba scoreboard with 12 seconds to go. Nelson alone in the corner. Taylor kicks it out to Lexi Hansen for three. Drains it. Lexi Hansen with her first field goal makes it 31-16. Vermillion outscores Western Christian 17-3 in that quarter. We'll be back with our Vermillion Chamber and Development halftime show after these messages. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
To be honest, it's the people that I work with. I love what I do. You gotta love what you do to come every day. But the people I work with make coming 10 times easier. You wanna be a part of a team that cares for you and that actually put in the time to teach you and show you the things to do in a proper way. You're just full of people who care.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermillion Tanagers, the community of Vermillion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermillion.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. With Eve Holly, I'm Michael Schumacher. This is the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company halftime show. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads Western Christian 31-16. The first 6 minutes, Western Christian pretty much controlled this. Addie Van Hull came out, hit 2 3-pointers. Vermillion just was not able to get anything going. But then since then, in the last 9.5 minutes, I'd say, of gameplay, Vermillion has really asserted themselves. And in that second quarter, outscored Western Christian 17-3. Leading the way for Vermillion is Taylor Roovers, but it is a very balanced attack. So Taylor with 15, and then 4 points for Izzy Richardson, 4 points for Lexi Hansen, 4 points for Shaylin Hinseth, 2 points for Callie Schultz, and 2 points for Tessa Nelson. For Western Christian, their leading scorer is Addie Van Holt with 8 points, 3 points for Taryn DeGroot and Lydia Bleeker, and then 2 points for Madden DeJager. That's what confused me. I put a J. It's DeJager with a J, but I put a J and I'm like, who's MJ? Madden DeJager. So, again, Vermillion just looking really good. Their defense, Vermillion's defense is creating a lot of their offense right now. Taylor with steals, Izzy with steals. I have Vermillion with 10 steals in that first half. Additional blocks as well. So Vermillion's defense is a big part of it. And so we'll see if Western Christian is able to adjust. Now, they are a more senior group. I think they also have a little more size than Vermillion. Just Vermillion's had a little more quickness and maybe a little more pressure that Western Christian isn't used to. All right, so we're going to take a little break. But before, I want to remind everybody, or not remind anybody, tell you for the first time, the John A. Day Art Gallery on the campus of Vermillion has an exhibit going on until February 19th-ish. And Eve has a piece in it. One piece? Two pieces? Two pieces. She showed them to me. That's why I thought, as soon as I said one, I was like, no, wait, there's two. And this is these are all student exhibits, right? So the John A. Day Art Gallery in Vermillion has an exhibit going on until February 19th, and you'd be able to see something from our very own Eve Holly. So I definitely encourage you. I will definitely be working to get over there. I'm in Vermillion enough. I have no excuse not being there at some point. So I will definitely be getting there, but hopefully you will as well. All right, this is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Mesaba scoreboard. Vermillion leads 31-16. We'll be right back.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermillion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermillion, South Dakota.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Groups, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. And on the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 31-16 as one of the managers bid it coming out right along the baseline. And it's not on camera, so she can rest comfortably that it's not being shared for posterity. So you're good. You're good. A good lighthearted moment. Taylor's running over to grab balls. All of a sudden she hears it. I think a lip balm goes flying. It was graceful as you could be planting head first. But, yeah, so it was something. All right, again on the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 31-16. Let's take a look around the state, brought to you by Kalen's Indoor Comfort. Kalen's in Yankton, Vermillion, and Sioux City. In Class A girls in South Dakota, Todd County over Crow Creek 77-56. Elkton Lake Benton beat Wilmot 63-30. Florence Henry defeated Parker Marion here in Irene, Wakanda 55-24. Pine Ridge defeated Little Wound 59-58. Hot Springs over Lead Deadwood 55-37. Great Plains Lutheran over Aberdeen Christian 57-26. Sisseton in overtime beat Redfield. Hill City over Alliance out of Nebraska 70-35. Wall beat Custer by 41. Groton area beat Millbank by 9. Cheyenne Eagle Butte over Stanley County 81-50. Lakota Tech over Dakota Valley earlier here at Irene Wakanda 57-52. I could easily see both of those teams ending up back in facing off at some point in the SODAC 16 or the state tournament. Dakota Valley, though, they've got a tough region. They're in with Vermillion. They're in with Lennox. They're in with Sioux Falls Christian. So two great teams are going to be left home out of Region 4. Then Miller beat Gregory, and St. Thomas More leads Douglas in girls Class A. In girls B earlier today, with Gage Ravalette on the call, I was assisting. Gayville-Vollen beat Dubrook area 52-47. Much closer than it appeared. Midway through the third quarter, Gayville-Vollen was up by about 15. Dubrook area was able to chip away now. But they finally got in. Gayville-Vollen did secure the win. 2 top 15 teams by seed points, so that is a good one there. Otherwise, score updates: Miller over Gregory, Hills Beaver Creek and DeSmet tied at 47, Castlewood over Waverly South Shore, Harding County beat Lemon, and Viborg Hurley beat Osmond out of Nebraska, and Lyman defeated Freeman 60-29. So beginning this third quarter for Sioux Falls Christian, it's Izzy Richardson, Lexi Hansen, Shaylin Hinseth, Taylor Rupers, and Callie Schultz. For Western Christian, it is Taryn DeGroot along with Bentley Bliek, Addie Van Holt, Madden DeJager, and Lydia Bleeker. So that's going to be a travel. That'll be a travel on DeJager. And so that turnover will give Vermillion possession here. 13 seconds into quarter number 3. Vermillion girls will next be in action against Del Rapids on Thursday. We'll have that call here both on Fox Sports Radio and on Vermillion Tanagers YouTube. Shaylin Hinseth hits another 3, giving her 7 points for the night. As Richardson still being a pest, full court press. Lexi Hansen picking up Bliek. And they do get that pass across to DeGroot in time. Callie Schultz over to Van Holt. Van Holt, pull-up jumper, cannot get it fall. Gets her own rebound, though. And that'll be, out of bounds off of her, man. She took a header, and right there at the end of the baseline are the bleachers. I thought she was going to hit her head on the steps, and it's a dangerous, dangerous situation. But she did not. So possession to Vermillion, leading 34-16 on the Masaba scoreboard. I'm Michael Schumacher with Eve Holly from Irene Wakanda High School. Lexi Hansen, nice spin move off the block, up and in. Gives her 6 points. So Vermillion now with a 20-point lead. As here's Bleeker with the ball across midcourt. DeJager down to Van Holt. Back out to DeJager. There's a three-pointer. Three-pointer for Bentley Bliek. Bentley Bliek. 6:16 to go. Vermillion leads by 17. Izzy Richardson gets it over to Ruvers. Ruvers, long 3. Drains it. So Taylor now with 18 points. As that pass is long, and that will be up for grabs, but that will be tracked down by Addie Van Hull. As Bliek up with the left hand, no good. Rebound to Shaylin Hinseth. Taylor down to Callie, up and in for Callie Schultz. Nice pass by Ruvers. So Vermillion now with a 22-point lead with 5:33 to go in quarter number 3. Steal there by Izzy Richardson. Taylor from the free throw line doesn't make it, but does track down her own rebound. Can't get that one to fall, and that one is rebounded by Bleak. Oh, and the pass is between two Western Christian Wolfpack members, and that is out of bounds, so that's going to be a timeout. Western Christian will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. On the Mesaba scoreboard, 5:09 to go in quarter number 3. Vermillion leads 41-19. Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout with Eve Holly, I'm Michael Schumacher from Irene Wakanda High School. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 41-19. Timeout taken by Western Christian. They only have 2 timeouts left, and there's 13 minutes of game time left. But I think Coach Bleicher just realized he needed to stem the tide. Otherwise, this game was going to get really out of hand. So Vermillion with possession on that turnover. So Izzy Richardson will be inbounding. Gets it into Taylor. But we've seen a lot of contributions this quarter already from Taylor, Lexi, Shaylin, Callie. Everyone's contributed. So here's Roovers for 3 from the corner. Leaves it just off. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Callie Schultz. She didn't quite have position. I see why they called it. I didn't think it was egregious, but that is Callie's second. So Tess Nelson will come in for Shaylin Hinseth. Marasia Warren comes in for Callie Schultz. So Western Christian inbounds the ball. Taylor knocks it out of bounds. So now Western Christian will have to inbound again. As they get it into Hadley Deckers, who gets it over to Maggie Van Skeppen, who's playing with 4 fouls. And that'll be a foul on Izzy Richardson. That'll be her second personal.
Second of the quarter.
Inbounded down low, unable to connect, was Koima. Rebound there by Tessa Nelson. Gets it down low to Hansen. Hansen couldn't quite get the pass, contain the pass from Roovers.
In for the Wolfpack, Addie Van Hull.
So Addie Van Hull comes back in. Back around the top of the key. Into Nelson, down low to Marasia, who has it knocked away, and that's going to be a jump ball. And that will stay with Vermillion. So jump ball created by Addie Van Hull. Taylor Roovers to inbound on the baseline. I will say Western Christian seems a little more contained coming out of that timeout, at least defensively. So here's Van Skeppen. So Van Skeppen will go to the line, as that is a foul on Marasia Warren. That is her third. So Van Skeppen goes to the line to shoot 2. That's her first, hits the first free throw. And Van Skeppen's second free throw is just short. Rebound into the hands of Tessa Nelson. So Van Skeppen gets on the board. Roovers, little pull-up jumper, left it short off the back iron. Rebound to Morgan Koyman. There's a pass ahead, long three-point attempt for Western Christian, no good. That ball's on the floor. That will stay with the Tanagers. That'll be a jump ball. So again, Vermillion leading by 21 with 3:28 to go on the Mesaba scoreboard. Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Maggie Van Skeppen to inbound the ball. Get it down low to Van Skeppen. Turnaround jumper from the paint. Cannot get it to fall. Rebound by Tessa Nelson. Taylor walking the ball up. Here's Roovers. Gets it back out to Nelson, over to Richardson. Richardson drives the baseline. Down to Morasia in the paint, up and cannot get it to fall. Rebound to Van Holt, not Van Colt. Here's Maggie Van Skeppen. And when I say Skeppen, I think of Steppen, and I think of Steppenwolf. I don't know why, but if I say Steppenwolf, do you think of the book or the band? Eve doesn't know for sure. Taylor backs up for the three from the corner. Just long. Rebound again to Van Skeppen, who gets it ahead to Van Hull, and Van Hull is going to be followed by Morasia, and that'll be 4 on Morasia. So you have to start thinking, do you pull Callie back in, who has 3? So the two bigs for Vermillion, the other option is to do just like this, bring in Shaylin Hinseth. So go maybe with a less of a post presence lineup, but maybe a little bit taller. Shay is about 2 inches taller than Morasia. More of an outside kind of game, though, so it'll be interesting to see if Western Christian tries to take advantage of that. No, man, cannot buy a bucket as Madden DeJager could not get that to fall, but rebound went to Western Christian. And Shay Hinseth with her first personal. And Bentley Bliek will go to the line to shoot 2. So Bliek's first free throw is up, and right now Western Christian is not getting anything to fall. You've heard of Steppenwolf, the band, though, right? You've heard of Steppenwolf? You've heard of the book Steppenwolf, though? Wow. Then the second free throw for Bliek is up and good. So Western Christian takes another timeout. They have one left with 2:21 to go. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. As we were listening to the song by the band Fun, some nights, and I was just telling Eve, this is the third time I've heard it today. I heard it at the Sanford County Sports Center, I heard it at Casey's, and I heard it here. Now, I like this song, don't get me wrong, I'm not used to hearing it at all anymore, let alone 3 times in a day. Now, this was one of Leela's favorite songs growing up, and so I'd always try to hit the high notes, and it failed miserably, but she was amused by the attempt. 2:21 to go on the Mesaba scoreboard. Vermillion leads 41-21. Again, Western Christian just one timeout remaining. So we'll see if that comes into play here as Taylor brings the ball up, drives in from the left side, pulls it back, gets it over to Richardson. Taylor wide open 3. Oh, cannot get it to fall. Just one of those days, and Van Skeppenwolf gets the rebound. And Van Holt is blocked by Lexi Hansen. Nice job by Lexi on the defensive end. 10 on 10. They're both number 10 because I realized I said that randomly and somebody might be like, what is he talking about? Oh, 22 on 22. Shaylin Hinseth is going to foul Madden DeJager. It looked pretty good, but looked like there might have been some contact up by the hand. So that is Shaylin Hinseth's second. DeJager will go to the line to shoot 2. So DeJager misses the first one. Now that's part of the story tonight. 3 for 12 from the line for Western Christian. Not that makes up the difference, but all of a sudden if you can take those out of those 9, if you got 5 more, that'd be huge. She misses that one, but she does end up with the rebound. That ball is on the floor, and that is taken away by Roovers as Hansen was able to get the rebound. Roovers, little pull-up jumper, just off the mark. Rebound there, though, by Tess Nelson. Minute 32 to go. Vermillion's been stuck kind of at that 41 mark for a while. Nelson from the side, Shaylin Hinseth unable to hit from the left side. Baseline jumper. So both teams have kind of gone cold here. Van Holt from 3, and that is short. Rebound to DeGroot, though. And that will be another jump ball. That'll favor Vermillion. Now, do you think she ever says, I am DeGroot? Do you think she ever says, I am DeGroot? Minute 6 to go. Vermillion with that 20-point lead. Jump ball to Vermillion. So out there for the Tanagers, it's Shaylin Hinseth, Lexi Hansen, Tess Nelson, Taylor Roovers, and Izzy Richardson. Here's Richardson with the ball. Out there for Western Christian, Van Hull, Van Skeppen. You also have Avery Feenstra and DeGroot along with Bentley Bliek. There's going to be a foul on the floor. This will be the first foul on Western Christian. So Addie Van Holt, that's her second foul, but first foul of the quarter. So here's Lexi Hansen, hands the ball off to Taylor with 45 seconds to go. Hansen for 3, just off the back iron. Gets her own rebound, though, out to Roovers. Nice job by Lexi realizing that was off, following her shot. Nelson over to Hinseth. About 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Vermillion might milk it down as far as they can, see if they can get a shot. Maybe if they miss it, get a rebound and get the second shot. Taylor double teamed out there. Did a little bob and weave. Taylor drives in. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Drives in up with the right hand and can't get the layup to fall, but she is fouled on the shot. And that's on Madden DeJager. That's her first. Roovers at the line to shoot 2. That's the 19th point of the night for Taylor. She's looking to get number 20 here. As Marasia Warren checks in for Shaylin Hinseth. Tessa Nelson. Coach Brooks is like, no, Marasia, we want you away from where you might get a foul, because she's playing with 4 right now. So Taylor misses the second. Rebound there by Van Hull. I don't know if Addie Van Holt's playing anywhere. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Nelson, I believe. Wow. That'll be Nelson's first. And Western Christian is in the bonus, so DeGroot's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Good defense. I'm not sure Coach Brooks wanted them to play it where you get a foul, but DeGroot misses the first one. So again, 3 of 14 now from the free throw line. 4 of 15. So out of those 11, if you'd been able to hit 7, it'd be different. But now it's 42-22. Roovers with a 3-point attempt. Oh, just a little bit off. And that's kind of been Taylor's night, unfortunately. Even though 19 points, just a little bit off. 42-22 on the Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well. But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
I'll just kind of go over some stats.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. With Eve Holly, I'm Michael Schumacher. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 42-22 as we start this fourth quarter. You're listening on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. So a travel by Bentley Bliek turns the ball over in the first 8 seconds of the fourth quarter. Vermillion went into that quarter leading by 15. They came out leading by 20. Here's Roovers. Over to Shaylin Hinseth. Down to Callie Schultz. Taylor drives in, and she is going to be fouled. Will they call that on Bleeker or DeJager? That's on Madden DeJager. That's her second personal, first of the quarter. Taylor gets it down low to Lexi, who is fouled in the paint on the shot.
Western Christian foul number 12, Bentley Bleek, her second of the quarter.
So that is on Bentley Bliek. And Lexi Hansen goes to the line to shoot two. She's 1 for 2 for the day. Make it 1 for 3. I was saying earlier, Addie Van Hull, I don't know if she's going anywhere to play basketball. She's a really good player. Just really, she could definitely be playing like Mount Marty or something like that, I think. Lexi, I told you she's going to hit 50% of them. Did I not? So she's now 2 for 4. 7:33 to go. Vermillion now with a 21-point lead. Oh, fast break here. DeJager up and in with the left hand. Defensive lapse there for the Tanagers. So now it's down to a 19-point lead for Vermillion. As Taylor has the ball. Vermillion moves it to the right, back to the left. Taylor drives in, thought about the jump shot there, steps back, takes the three, no good. Rebound in, and that's going to be on the floor. That's going to be a jump ball, and that will favor Vermillion. So Izzy Richardson with the ball. Thought about the three. Taylor pops and just off the back iron. 6:49 to go. Vermillion with a 19-point lead. Van Skeppen gets it down low to Van Holt, and she's going to be fouled by Callie Schultz. That'll be Callie's fourth. No, they're calling it a Lexi Hansen. Sorry about that. It's Lexi's first, team's first. As Van Holt goes to the line to shoot two. First free throw just short for Van Holt. She's 0 for 2 from the line. That one will roll around the rim, but that is rebounded there by Bliek. And she is fouled on the putback. That one was on Callie. So that is her fourth. So Bliek will go to the line to shoot two. Bliek's first free throw, no good. Second one, also no good. Rebound into the hands of Callie Schultz. As Taylor Ruvers will bring the ball up. Taylor gets down to Callie. Callie up and in and fouled by Van Ho. Schultz with 6 points on the evening. That's Van Ho's third personal.
At the line for one for Vermillion, Callie Schultz.
Callie misses that free throw. And Taylor blocks it, but right back into Van Skeppen. And Van Skeppen will be fouled by Izzy Richardson. That'll be her third.
Vermillion foul on number 2, Izzy Richardson, her third of the quarter.
There's a rebound by Van Holt. Turnaround jumper, no good. And I think that's going to be Callie's fifth. Nope, that's Lexi Hansen's second. As Van Holt will go to line to shoot 2 for the Wolfpack.
Van Holt at the line for the Wolfpack.
And Van Holt gets that one to fall. She's now 1 for 4 from the line. So see, if I were a coach of the Wolfpack, I'd give them all names like the NWO. So it'd be like Kevin Nash, Randy Savage. And she hits both of them. Scott Steiner. So she now has 10 points on the night for Van Holt, just above her 9.3 average. Here's Ruvers as Vermillion now leads again by 19. As Hansen is fouled on that one. She is fouled by Madden DeJager. That'll be DeJager's third. As Taryn DeGroot comes in. Morgan Koyman. And let's see. Yes, Hadley Deckers checks in. Richardson has the ball at the top of the key now. Vermillion looking to score, but also looking to may take some time off. Schultz down low. Callie Schultz with 8 points on the night. So Vermillion now back to a 21-point lead, but man, if Callie can get another bucket, she's in double figures, I think, for the first time as a varsity player ever. Addie Van Holt misses. Rebound, no. Morgan Koyman pushed off or went over the back. So Koyman's first personal, 5th team foul. So Vermillion will now be shooting free throws for the next 5.5 minutes. So Hansen, 2 for 4 on the night. Hits the first one. Right. And she hit 50%. 3 for 6 on the night. She has 8 points for these Tanagers. Van Holt has that stolen away by Taylor. Taylor pulls it up. She drives in, lays it up, and in for Taylor Ruvers. 21 points now for Taylor on the night. 24-point lead for Vermillion with 4:59 to go. Richardson creating havoc there. Koyman gets it down into the corner, and that is a three-pointer for Hadley Deckers. 4:46 to go now, back to a 21-point lead. Callie Schultz has scored in double figures. Double figures for Callie Schultz. As that is poked away, out of bounds off of Vermillion, poked away by Izzy Richardson.
Back in for the Tanagers, Tessa Nelson.
As Tessa Nelson checks in for Callie Schultz, Bentley Bliak checks in for Vermillion. Tessa Nelson checks in for Shaylin Hinseth. So DeGroot with an offensive foul. That's her first personal. Oh, nope. Koyman, sorry. Because it was an offensive foul, Vermillion does not shoot free throws. So Roovers with the ball, drives in, gets it down low to Callie. Can't quite contain the pass. That is knocked out of bounds by Koyman. Roovers gets it down low to Lexi Hansen. Hansen's going to be fouled down there by Bentley Bleak. That'll be her third personal, as Hansen will go to the line to shoot two. So if Lexi can break her form and hit both, she'll be in double figures. Misses the first. So Lexi looking for point number 9 here. She is now 4 for 8 from the line. Vermillion with a 24-point lead as Van Skeppen gets it down low to Koyman. Koyman out to Bleak. Bleak drives in, and she is going to be fouled by Lexi Hansen. That'll be Hansen's third personal.
At the line for the Wolfpack, Bentley Bleak.
Bleak misses her first free throw. She's 1 for 5 from the line tonight. Oh for 2 that trip. Rebound there by Lexi Hansen. 3:43 to go on the Masaba scoreboard. Izzy Richardson with the ball. Top of the key to Roovers. Down low to Nelson. Back out to Richardson. Lexi to Izzy. Taylor will take that 3. And that'll be out of bounds. That'll be going over to Western Christian. So checking in for Vermillion, Sydney Johnson out there, and Delaney Smith. So here's Van Skeppen. She's going to be harassed by Taylor Roovers. Roovers with her second personal. That'll lead to 2 free throws for Van Skeppen.
Vermillion foul on number 11, Taylor Roovers, her second. At the line for the Wolfpack with the bonus, Maggie Van Skeppen.
Van Skeppen hits the first. Gives her 3 points on the night. And 2 for 2. Van Skeppen 4 for 6 from the line. 4 points on the evening. As Rivers brings the ball up with 3:05 to go. Callie Schultz with the rebound out to Roovers. Callie's going to be fouled on the shot. She'll go to line, see if she can add to that career high.
Western Christian foul at number 10, Patty Van Hole, her fourth. At the line for Vermillion, Callie Schultz.
Callie misses the first. Misses the second. It's a foul on Delaney Smith.
Vermillion foul on number 42, Delaney Smith.
It's her first personal. 22-point lead
for Western Christian, Addie Van Hull.
So Addie Van Holt going to the line to shoot 2. Misses both. Delaney Smith, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound there for Addie Van Holt. As Van Holt puts that up, cannot connect. Rebound there for Tessa Nelson. Taylor for 3, leaves it short. Callie Schultz with the rebound, gets it over to Johnson. As Chloe Bottleson and Haley Steenick get set to check in. And that'll be out of bounds off of the Tanagers with 1:44 to go.
4 in for the Wolfpack, 2 in for Vermillion.
So bring the ball up, Taryn DeGroot, along with Madden DeJager. Out there as well, you have Avery Feenstra, along with number 30, and they do not have a number 30 in the program, as well as Hadley Deckers.
Vermillion foul on number 5, Haley Steenick, her first.
So Haley Steenick with her first personal.
Avery Feenstra at the line in the bubbles for the Wolfpack.
So Feenstra hits the first free throw. Misses the second. Rebound into the hands of Chloe Bottleson. Minute 22 to go on the Masaba scoreboard. Steenick picks up her dribble, gets it over to Delaney Smith. And Delaney's going to be fouled.
Wolfpack foul on number 3, Karen Drew, her first. At the line, in the bonus for Vermillion, Delaney Smith.
So Schmidt at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is short. Minute 3 to go here in this matchup. Vermillion will come away with the victory. Now 7-5 on the season. As Delaney misses both. Again, they'll next be in action on Thursday as they take on Del Rapids in Del Rapids. We'll have that action here on Fox Sports Radio and on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. DeJager goes up, can't connect. Again, no connection as Tess Nelson gets another rebound. Nelson has that blocked, and that will be a jump ball, and that will go back to Western Christian. So here's DeGroot with the ball on the right side. 19 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. And that'll be a foul on Nelson, I believe.
Vermillion foul on number 15, Tessa Nelson, first, second. The line for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, he doesn't have a number 30 either. Yay. She misses the first one. Now I don't feel as bad that I'm missing her name because the PA guy doesn't have it either. Second free throw, no good. Put back for DeJager. And that's the way we'll end. Vermillion 53 to 34.
Vermillion 53, Western Christian 34. Thanks to Vermillion and their fans and Western Christian and their fans for attending. Game number 9.
So that's going to do it for that game. Vermillion ends up winning. They'll be 7-5 now. Again, we'll be back in action against Del Rapids. So we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll come back with some stats, take a look around the state, and wrap things up from Irene Makanda High School. With Eve Holly, I'm Michael Schumacher. We'll be back right after this. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainsbodyshop.com.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/career. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermillion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, where the Vermillion Tanagers defeat the Western Christian Wolfpack 53-34. Leading the way for Vermillion, Taylor Rubers with 21 points. Now, it was not Taylor's best night. She was not hitting from the outside. She was trying to get on the right track. Just didn't happen. But the rest of her team, it was nice and balanced. The next leading scorer, Callie Schultz with 10. Lexi Hansen with 9. Shaylin Hinseth with 7, Izzy Richardson with 4, and Tess Nelson with 2. Leading the way for Western Christian was Addie Van Hull with 10. 6 points for Madden de Jager. 4 points for Maggie Van Skeppen. 4 points for Taryn de Groot. 4 points for Bentley Bliek. And then 3 points for Lydia Bleeker. So again, Vermillion will next be in action on Thursday in Del Rapids. We will have that action. That's a DAC 12 matchup. But let's take a look before we go, just a look around the state, as there's a lot of action today around the state of South Dakota in boys and girls. Boys AA. Huron beats Jefferson. Watertown beats Brookings. Brandon Valley over Aberdeen Central. And Sioux Falls Roosevelt over O'Gorman. In Class A boys, White River beat Hanson. Dakota Valley beat Sioux Valley by 4. Todd County over Crow Creek. Wall over Custer. Makpialuta over Belfouche. Hamlin defeats Viborg Hurley. Sisseton over Redfield. Groton area over Millbank. Stanley County over Cheyenne Eagle Butte. Lennox. Wow. Number 9 Lennox beat St. Thomas More 51-49. Rapid City Christian beat Glendive, Montana 60-55. At the half, West Central leads Clark Willow Lake 23-22. And Miller leads Gregory 51-42. In Class B boys, Coleman Egan over Wilmot 49-47. Hay Springs, Nebraska over Edgemont 64-35. Esteline Hendricks over Gayville Vollen by 20. Parkston beat Lyman by 7. Lemon over Faith. Old M. Ramona Rutland in overtime over La Quiparle Valley out of Minnesota. Wabash Summit defeats Ipswich 52-41. DeSmet over Dawson Boyd out of Minnesota 81-80. Freeman beat Wessington Springs 51-48. Wall over Custer 67-51. Hills Beaver Creek in Minnesota over Sully Buttes out of South Dakota 62-57. Ortonville out of Minnesota beat Lower Brule 65-62. Langford area over North Central 53-46. Castlewood leads Waverly South Shore. Harriet Selby area beats Strasburg Zeeland out of North Dakota. Dupree leads Timber Lake 36-29. Good. I hate those jerks. 5 minutes left in the third. I'm sure the kids are fine. It's just the people. Miller over at Gregory 51-42. In girls AA, Watertown over Brookings. Sioux Falls Jefferson over Huron. O'Gorman over Roosevelt. Brandon Valley Big over Aberdeen Central. And Stevens leads Central with 1 minute to go in the third. And St. Thomas More leads Douglas 51-13. In Class A, Vermillion wins. Todd County, Florence Henry, Elkton Lake Benton, Pine Ridge over Little Wound 59-58. Hot Springs over Lead Deadwood. Great Plains Lutheran wins. Sisseton in overtime over Redfield. Hill City over Alliance, Nebraska, doubling them up. And Wall over Custer. Cheyenne Eagle Butte over Stanley County. Makpialuta over Belfouche 69-24. In a great matchup, Lakota Tech beat Dakota Valley 57-52. And in Class B, ACDC over Sioux Falls Lutheran. The Quiparle Valley over Esteline Hendricks 37-35. Cody Kilgore out of Nebraska over Edgemont. Kimball White Lake over Sunshine Bible. Wabash Summit over Ipswich. Elkton Lake Benton over Wilmot. New Underwood over White River. Gayville Vollen over Dubrick area in a battle of 2 top 15 teams. Gettysburg won. Great Plains Lutheran won. Hill City won. And North Central won. So that's a look around the state of South Dakota as we wrap it up here from Irene Wakanda. This has been our look around the state brought to you by Kalen's Indoor Comfort in Yankton, Sioux City, and Vermillion. Kalen's Indoor Comfort. With Eve Holly and Irene Wakanda, that's going to be it for us. Again, Vermillion next in action on Thursday on both Fox Sports Radio and on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. You guys have a great night.
This has been a presentation of Vermillion Tanagers football on ESPN 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. Brought to you by our corporate sponsor, First Dakota National Bank of Vermillion, and the following Vermillion Sportscaster Club members: Murph's Appliance, Knudsen Family Dentistry, Runnings of Vermillion, Vermillion Chamber and Development Company, Vermillion Vision Care, Voyage Credit Union, Todd's Electric, Slumberland, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Masaba, Blaine's Body Shop, Clay County Abstract, The Lumberyard, Yankton Thrive, Johnson Feed, Vermillion Medical Clinic, First Dakota National Bank, Kalen's, Fuller Digital Solutions, Thermobond, Intech, Dairy Queen of Vermillion, Farmers Union Insurance, Vermillion Auto Works, Dave's Roofing, Pizza Ranch of Vermillion, and Candy's Couture. For complete coverage of Vermillion Tanager Athletics, keep it tuned to ESPN 1015 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.